So the hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it. So the hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it. So this is an idea I had, right? It was very simple. Raise money, build orphanages, massive orphanages, and pick up the Almajiris off the street. Take the Almajiris off the street. Teach them engineering. Teach them tech. Teach them coding. Take them off the streets and teach them, try to get them up to par so they can compete. And I brought up how every time I had this conversation, I would bring up the 4 Indian kids, the 4 Indian boys, like 10-year-old boys that were online, or they were doing the live chat and building an app. Every time I bring up this idea to a northerner, the first thing they ask is, well, what about Islam? What about Qur'ani? What about Islamic school? When I say I have met incredible resistance to the idea of taking these boys off the streets and getting them to join the global age. Like, my mindset is this. Every corner you go in northern Nigeria, there are 5 people willing to teach these boys Islamic school, Quran. There are 10 people willing to teach them everything they need to learn about Islam. Why isn't there anyone willing to teach them anything else? So when I brought that up, some people were like, I had people going, it will never happen unless I have to teach them Islamic curriculum in the schools. I said, you don't understand. Northern Nigerians are against the idea of changing the trajectory and the outcomes of Almajiris. They say Almajirenchi, which is what it is embedded in our culture. And here's the thing, no, it's not. And as a Muslim, it's haram. I fucking said it. Any northern Nigerian that wants to step the fuck up, do it. It is haram. Because you are not allowed to bring a child into this world that you cannot raise. And there are northern fuck ton of Hausa men and women who have babies with no intention of, they know they will only take care of that child to a certain age, then they'll pawn that child off. There are a fuck ton of imams, men in the north, who rely on these kids for a living. They send these boys out every day to go earn a living and come back and give them. I thought of an idea that, look, we need to find a way to raise money, build orphanages, teach these boys tech, teach them engineering, teach them robotics, let them compete with the global populace. And every time I bring this up, every fucking Hausa person I tell this shit to wants to argue with me. They say it's not going to. They are vehemently against this. So I need you to understand, I need to ask you, how will Nigeria as a fucking country compete with the likes of Ghana, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, when the northern Nigeria is part of Nigeria? The most fucked up thing I'm going to have to say as a Hausa man is, for Nigeria to advance, they have to get rid of Hausa. They have to get the north Nigeria, it can never work. This is a sad realization that it can never work. Like, this is insane. And I am Hausa. This is fucking crazy. Wait, let me show you something. Right here, this is attestation of citizenship from New York. As you can see, I am from Shanono local government in Kano State. I am as fucking northern Hausa as it fucking gets. I am as Aboki as it could possibly fucking get. And I am saying, Nigeria, to win, to compete on the global stage, Nigeria will have to get rid of the North. It will not happen with my people are actively holding this country back. It is so fucking...
You listen to this video. This video has been circulating. This guy came from abroad, USA, and he decided to build a circular school for these people, Amajiri, take them off the streets and give them a circular schools where they can be able to learn skills in terms of tech and what have you. But now they resisted. Many times he said that what happens to Amajiri. You see, the reason why this country will not work, this is one of the reasons, because the northerners won't let this country progress. We are seeing the effect already, because it is not easy for somebody to just wake up. Even in when you get married, this is also part of the problems some people face in marriages, hoping that when you get married that you are going to change the person's belief, ways of life, culture. This is somebody who had born and brought up in this religion, in this culture, everything about him. Now he's getting married to you because you are in love with the person. You said once you get married to the person, you are going to change his or her beliefs, his culture, his tradition. It's not going to be easy for you. You are going to face challenges. If care is not taken, that marriage is not going to work. Right? Conflict. Now, it's the same thing with the northerners, because as a president, we are all interested in changing the president, but it's not easy for the president to just come and change their beliefs This is their belief, right? It's not easy to change their culture, their tradition, their beliefs, their ways of life. Now, even if you are interested, you want to give them, they will resist it, that they don't want it. This is what they want. And what they want is the problem reason why the country is going down. Do you understand? Is a problem. Now, somebody is volunteering to give them these basic skills. But they say, no, this is what they want. Amajiri school. What happened to? Right? You see, we're in trouble. The other regions are in trouble because these people, they have the numbers. This country, I think this country were designed to fail from the beginning, from this British colony. They knew already the reason why they group us together to be. They know the Northerners won't let the Southerners. Southerners won't let them, all of us. They merged us together at that time. And the problem we are still facing today. And now, it is not easy to separate, to divide the country. But division is still the solution, now or later. Because these people are not ready to progress. When we have a good, when we change the president, bring another president, they can only try. It can only try, but it's not going to change their beliefs because they are not ready to change. Because average Nigerians, the Northerners, they believe in that. Giving birth to children, they already know that they are not even able to look after. Somebody who is not even old enough to get married will get married and start producing children without thinking of the future, how to look after them. Right? Because they believe that the street is big enough for them to stay. People like Jonathan, former President Goodluck Jonathan will tell you that this country, he doubted because he was there. Those people, they were in the system. They know what they see, what they saw in the system. Reason why this country is not going to progress, or it's not progressing. Jonathan did his best to give them Amajiri school. But what happened? What happened? Conflict of interest. So with this, the country is in danger. And like they said, the constitution of this, the constitution we are under now cannot make this country. We were designed to fail. Before you start thinking of progress, the constitution, they have to amend that constitution. They have to divide this country. No, I've said it before, right? I've said this before. Is this region are not ready to progress? This one has said it. It's typical Northerners. He lives and grew up in the US. He just came back to give them a circular school where they can be able to learn skills. But they said no, they don't want it. Teach them Islamic. What are they going to do with Islamic? What are they going to do with Islamic? And there is problem because if we divide this country, some Northerners are even saying, I listen to some persons in the North saying that if they divide this country today, they will join the Southerners. Do you understand? So the whole thing is division, regional system of, that's still the solution. That will build the solution to the problem of this country. Do you understand? Because this region, they are not ready to move forward. Other regions are ready to progress, to move forward, but they are the ones drawing us back. These Northerners we are talking about, they have all it is. They have what it is to make this country great. They have what it is to make this country great if they want to. They have what it is to make this country collapse if they want to. But now I don't think they are ready to progress. But they just want the country to remain. We, other regions, we want this development of this country. We want us to compete with the global world in the other countries that are doing well. We want to compete with them. Since these people are not ready, at the same time, if you have 6 children in your family, one of them, there must be one or two stubborn ones. They are not ready to progress. They are not ready to go anything. You leave them. You train those ones that are ready. You train them. You leave that one. Right? You train them. It's the same thing. So if they are not ready, let's leave them. It's not about, they are only interested in, they don't want to sleep and wake up without power. They are only interested in president. Give them that power. But what do you do after that? What you do is what matters. You guys have it many times. You are not able to change anything. But when other comes to change something, it becomes a problem. Because the power left you. Criticism, problem, he's doing this, he's doing that. So we have a long way to go. Right? We have a long way to go. So people will tell you that this country is not going to work. Those people that were in the system before, they seize everything. Say no. So division, divide this country is still the solution to the problem, now or later. So that every region can go, peace can reign. If you are not ready to grow, continue to teach your children, continue to teach your citizens with whatever school you want to give them, continue to give them. Do you understand? So anyways, I hope with time we are able to get it right. Otherwise, we just remain, rather than the country to progress. If we are not able to get it right now as it is, rather than progressing, the country will be retrogressing. So I hope that shouldn't be the solution. That shouldn't be the case. Please share this video and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run for me now.